right, just got done dropping her off. Auto House of Charleston. All right, I hope y'all ready for this. This is part 2. Today we're gonna be driving back to work in, you got it, the 1996 Nissan 300Z. Oh yeah. Now we sold a white 2x2 300ZX not that long ago. I think about 2 weeks ago, something like that. If you watched the video on that, thank you so much. That was a really unique vehicle. But this one right here is supposedly the car that people really want if they're going out there buying a 300Z, right? So, I keep saying 300Z, but for some reason, something tells me it's actually a 300ZX. Let's go check it out. All right, let's get over here and take a look. There she is. And yeah, I'm right, it's a 300ZX. Somebody put on there Z, but I knew it. It was a 300ZX. My brain was telling me that, but I was saying something different. This version is the one I think that more people are actually interested in buying. The other one we had was a 2x2, which basically gives it a back seat, a little bit longer wheelbase. This version of the car, there is no back seat in it. And Mr. Chris has been saying, Chad, I really want to do a video about this car, getting it ready, reconditioning it, and all of that. And, hold on a minute. Yeah. So anyways, Mr. Chris, if you're watching right now, this is the beginning of that video right now. Alright, so from what my friends here at Auto House were telling me is basically, long story short, not the clutch, it is a manual, but the clutch wasn't bad, but some type of actuator, something to do with the clutch needed replacing, so they didn't replace the clutch, but whatever part needed fixed for the clutch was fixed. So there you go, that's that. Let's get a couple cool shots of this car real quickly here and let y'all check it out. Again, 300ZX, yeah. So when we get done with this car, maybe on the next clip or whatever one it is we're working on of this vehicle, you know, it's gonna be really, truly detailed out and cleaned a proper way. You know, headlights, buff them out. I love that you got old glass headlights right here. That's gonna be pretty simple to clean, but truly, you know, however Mr. Chris is gonna bring the life back out of this car with the paint and all, we're gonna do it. And it's got ADR, I think those are ADRs, yeah. Alloy wheels, and supposedly it runs out pretty good. Looks like you got not a target top, but a T-top, right? And yeah, there it is. All right, y'all, let's get in, man. It's my first time driving one of these in a manual, so see if I can get in here. Man, it's a tight squeeze. Yeah. There's your seats and all, though. Check that out. Pretty neat. Man, talk about tight. One thing's for sure, sports cars, man, they sit low to the ground, and you feel, again, like you encapsulated inside the car. And this is no different, you know. Wow, man, talk about going back in time, sitting in this vehicle here. And man, I can't wait to see and document the actual process of bringing this car back to life. Let's take a look. Anyways, here's our key. Check this key out. This one's kind of neat. Yeah, so that's the one you're going to put in the ignition here. I don't know if the AC works or not, but we're going to find out in just a minute. All right, there's that. So that key fits right in there just nicely. It is a manual, so we're going to put our foot on the clutch down here. Booyah. She's alive. Yeah, you know, like I continue to tell you, if the motor's in great shape and it's doing what it's supposed to do, we can always get the outside and the inside all done up and dressed up and looking fantastic. So, you know, you can always add some new paint if you need new paint. And there's just so much stuff you can do to this car to make it just something so cool. Anyways, all right, let me get my seatbelt on. Let's hit the streets. So believe it or not, it actually has, look at that, power seats right here. The AC is blowing cold right now, which is cool. Let's go ahead and, it's got cruise control, check that out. Lights over here, more stuff over here, you know. Let's see if the wipers work. Look at that, wipers work. Now it might not be spraying out any fluid, which we can always add some of that, but the wipers do work. Climate control, check this out, isn't that neat looking? Yeah, and then again, I'm blown away. The air conditioner works. It's cold too, it feels great. But we're still gonna roll the windows down so you can get to hear the engine. Yeah, and then take a look in the back. Yeah, look at that. And it's just different, you know? Old cloth seats that look cool. Old mirrors. Old lights. Man. Really takes you back to the 90s, and there's the mileage on it. Check that out, 123. So anyways, yeah, let's hit that end. All right, everybody, we're rolling. Car shifts smoothly through the gears. We're in third right now. We're going to drop down into fourth. Man, I'm feeling pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the car is shifts through the gears pretty good, but shifting good. All right, everybody, I'm trying to talk with y'all a little bit, but so far everything feels pretty good on the car. I mean, it's running nice and smooth. Clutch feels good, brakes feel fine, acceleration is good. Go ahead and run through the gears a little bit. We're in, all right, let's drop it down in first. There we go. There you go. All right, everybody, so here in Charleston, there's Porsche. This is called the Auto Mile right here in Charleston. Anybody that's from Charleston knows Savannah Highway is the Auto Mile. There's, you know, just about every new car franchise brand on this road here in Charleston. So if you're looking for a car, or a new car, this is where people usually come. People still buying old Jeeps. Also, if you're ever in Charleston, you definitely need to try out this place right here, Bessinger's Barbecue. I mean, some of the best barbecue, hands down, here in the Charleston area. Lincoln's got a new store over there. That's all new. Man, hands down to that. Thank you to Palmetto Ford for bringing us a Lincoln dealership. I've said it over and over, and I know some of y'all can agree. You know, Lincoln as a brand would definitely take off more and sell more if they had their own rooftop like Cadillac. There you go. I said that about 2.5 years ago on my video about one of the Lincoln Continentals, and now they got a rooftop. That's pretty neat. On the Interstate, and it's good. Alright, we're in fifth gear, running at 50 mile an hour, and she's pretty smooth. You know, I don't feel any kind of shaking or anything like that going on in the steering wheel. All the wheels feel like they're in balance on the car. As you can see, it's driving, you know, pretty straight for the most part as far as alignment is concerned. And man, what a smooth sounding engine that's really ready to just purr and roll out and hit 100 mile an hour. I bet this car would drive extremely smooth at 90 to 100. Anyways, so to be a 24-year-old vehicle, wow, I'm impressed. I mean, I really am. It rides smooth. It's in good shape. I mean, it needs a detail. It needs a cleanup. But again, man, Nissan, wow. For quite a while, I have not really been a big fan of Nissan due to basically that CVT transmission that they had put on a lot of their vehicles. I think what kind of got me upset about it is a lot of the cars, the Nissans with the CVTs, were having transmission problems. And, for quite a while there, I was working at a few car lots that were selling, those Altimas that had CVTs in them. And I mean, it just put a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't want to sell those cars to people, it just, anyways, it was kind of concerning. But going back in time to the Nissans of this era, and even the GTR is a vehicle in its own class. But this is what I remember, the sports car Nissan, and also some of the Maximas back in the day. Man, those were some sweet rides. I remember that blue one in the first Fast and the Furious movie. Wow, what a good-looking car. Anyway, so I like Nissan, and it's starting to kind of grow back on me a little bit more. But I'm still not really a big fan of the newer ones. I like the Nissan Xteras for SUVs, but I like the 370s and the 350s and all that, and the 240s. But anyways, to each his own, right? Which ones are your favorite if you were, to go out and buy a new Nissan right now? But yeah, I'm just impressed by a 24-year-old vehicle driving this smoothly and being over at the auto house to just get some basic stuff done. This engine at 123,000 miles, which is also pretty dang low mileage, if you ask me, for a vehicle of this age. So this car will definitely make someone really happy, and this is going to be the one you're going to want to get because it's got the manual in it. And again, it's not the 2x2, which I kind of like the 2x2. It had a back seat, it's a little longer, kind of a cool car, Either way, if you can find one of these at a decent price, you need to jump on it because, again, to me, this is one of those sports cars from the 90s, like the Chevy Corvette and all, that you can, what in the world? Look at that, man, that's sick. I love FJ Cruisers, especially like that. But, yeah, this is one of those cars you can buy for well under 10,000 bucks and have a nice sports car. Now, this is not the turbo model version. If you can find yourself a twin turbo, holy macaronis, man, you got something really special. But just to find a Nissan 300 in general is pretty cool if you can do that. Anyways, all right, we're heading back to the store. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned with us as we continue to film this car and get it ready to put it on the lot to sell it to some special guy or gal. We'll see you soon.